Hey guys, coming at you with my first X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This was against Rackle, who I found on the Cerebi Wi-Fi battle, whatever. Yeah. So, Rackle's, I'm going to lead off with my Garchomp, who is a banded Garchomp. She's going to lead with Galvantula. Now, this was the first time I've seen Galvantula, so I did not know of Sticky Web, because this was early on. So I went straight for the Outrage, and it sashed, so gets off the Sticky Web, and I had no idea at the time what this was going to do. So she brings the Galvantula in. I'm obviously locked into the Outrage, and Aegislash is going to take it like a champ, because that thing is a monster. So hit it with the Outrage, and unfortunately for me, I get the 3-turn Outrage. So Aegislash is going to recover. I personally would have Swords Dance here with Aegislash, which is I believe what she does. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, she Swords Dances here with the Aegislash, so I gotta get out of there. I'm confused. I'm locked into the Outrage. So I switch up and I bring in my Blast. Oh no, I bring in Lucario for Death Fodder here. So now I see that the Sticky Web drops my speed. Aegislash is +2. I'm not expecting to live this Shadow Sneak, but I do. Doesn't matter. She's just going to Shadow Sneak again and kill Lucario off, but I did not expect that. The Lucario is a Life Orb Lucario. Not really necessary on the team. It was just the 6th Pokemon I added. So yep, she kills off Lucario and gets a little bit of health back from the leftovers. Back to green. About half health. So I send in Arm Cannons. Yeah, I'm a Shofu fan. So my speed gets lowered again. Now this one is a Mega Blastoise, obviously by the name, carrying Dark Pulse because it's specifically to counter Aegislash. Not necessarily counter. I guess check Aegislash. Because it's max defense, max HP. So it's going to wall a lot of what Aegislash can do. So she sets up the King's Shield. Now she knows what's coming. I'm just going to stay with it because I don't want to risk the Rapid Spin here, just in case she stays in. But she switches out to Tyranitar, and I hit it with that Dark Pulse. It's going to do absolutely nothing. I believe I get the crit on it, which still does absolutely nothing. Yeah. Yep, crit. Okay. So the sand is up, and I don't really want the sand up for my team. So I'm going to go with the Water Pulse, trying to take this thing out. And she sets up the Stealth Rocks, which is perfect, which I was expecting. And I didn't want to Rapid Spin right away. Or I wasn't expecting the Stealth Rocks. I didn't want to Rapid Spin right away, in case she set up the Stealth Rocks afterwards. But she sets it up now. Probably not expecting a Rapid Spin from me, expecting another Water Pulse. She goes for the Crunch. I Rapid Spin away the rocks, which... and the Sticky Web, which is perfect, because now my team's not crippled at all. Now here, I would have set up the rocks again if I were the Tyranitar, but... especially because one Water Pulse is going to kill it from that range. But she goes for the Earthquake. Not sure why, because it's obviously not going to kill me after what the Crunch did. So I hit it with a Water Pulse, and there goes Tyranitar. I could be running Scald. Water Pulse is a little stronger with the Mega Launcher ability. I'd rather run the Water Pulse with a chance of confusion. So she sends out Garchomp, which is her Mega Pokemon, which is an absolute monster. This thing can take hits for days. Mega Garchomp is so broken. So Earthquake is obviously going to kill me from that range. But I luckily have the perfect counter for a Garchomp as the Sandstorm goes away. Choice Specs Noivern. It's a timid Noivern. So I'm going to hit it with a Draco. But she switches out. Good play to Aegislash, who's going to eat up my Draco Meteor. which looks badass this gen, by the way. So drops it down to red. Now I think that at -2, I'm gonna be able to kill the Aegislash with a Draco from that range, expecting her to Shadow Sneak or Swords Dance or something. But she actually goes for the good play, King's Shield. So I try to Draco. Obviously doesn't work. Now I know it's not gonna kill from that range, so I'm gonna switch out. And what did I go into? My own Aegislash, okay. She changes stances. She goes for the Shadow Sneak here. But because I'm in the defensive mode, I'm going to eat that up. I'm a attack and defense EV Aegislash. But I don't run Brave. I run an Adamant Aegislash just so I can specifically outspeed other Aegislash. So I set up a Swords Dance. She sets up a Swords Dance. Now here, I go for another Swords Dance, expecting her to King's Shield, which is exactly what happens. Great play on my part, I think. That's kind of how you gotta use these Aegislash. You have to risk things with them because otherwise you get stuck. It's very predictable what's going to happen. You know, Swords Dance, King's Shield, attack, King's Shield. It's obvious what you're gonna do. So you gotta make that one extra play. So I set up another Swords Dance, and now that she used King's Shield, I know she's not gonna use it again. So I go straight for the Shadow Sneak, which is obviously gonna kill that Aegislash from that range. And yeah, this is why I run the Adamant version instead of the Brave, which I see a lot of people using, just so I can specifically outspeed Aegislash. And now she's going to send in her Mega Garchomp. I'm +4, and based on the damage that her +2 did to my Lucario, I did not expect this to kill the Garchomp. So I go for the King's Shield just in case it Earthquaked me, in case it didn't live, or in case it lived the Shadow Sneak. But it carries Swords Dance, and now I'm a little nervous because Mega Garchomp with Swords Dance is an absolute monster. So this turn I go for the Shadow Sneak, hoping I crit or something. But nope, it's going to live with probably 15%, I'd say. Oh, wow, never mind. I remembered wrong. It's about 25-30%. And obviously going to wreck Aegislash at +2 with an Earthquake. But again, I have Noivern, who I'm just going to Dragon Pulse because I know Dragon Pulse is going to kill from that range. So she fodders off her Galvantula, which is another good move on her part. And I believe she goes into a Noivern of her own right here. Now, I'm not sure what she's running, if maybe she's going to beat me out in the speed tie. So I switch out because I bring the Sylveon, who is an HP special attacking Sylveon with a calm nature, so it gets a little boost in that special defense. And I run Moonblast along with Psyshock specifically for Gengar, actually, who's a wall of Sylveons. But that Gengar gets just demolished from the Psyshock. Sylveon is nothing to fuck with. And now she's just got 2 dragons left, and Sylveon's not going to get hit by any dragon moves, being a fairy type. So I Moonblast the Garchomp, and that's a dead Garchomp. And now all she's got left is the Noivern, and I'm going to Moonblast that, and that's going to be a good game. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next battle. Alright, peace.